technology and marketing developing every day, we have tons of content marketing types today. Let's look at some of the most frequent and useful ones to date.
As you can see, there are a lot of them, but we will present you with the most popular and useful ones so that you can pick the one that suits you the most. As you can probably tell by the name, verbal content is based on words, whether they are written or spoken. It's a great way to give an audience a lot of information at once and gather them all in one place. It is also useful when doing reviews or evaluating some products or services because it gives you space to share a lot of details and thoughts. Let's list some examples. Blogs. As the most obvious among the verbal content marketing types, blogs are great for publishing a longer text that describes and therefore sells your products or services while keeping a more personal, non-advertising note for the reader. And if you are skilled in picking crucial keywords, they can help you attract organic traffic from search engines. You can also equip your blog with other types of content marketing, for example, infographic, videos, case studies, links to website, etc. So they are great for having a lot of information in one place. Case studies and testimonials. This kind of text is the best credibility booster for a business because they highlight the application and benefits of your products or services more scientifically and professionally. They allow you to tell the success story of your business endorsed by its clients' testimony on how your products or services help them. Podcasts. Podcasts are currently one of the most popular and beneficial content marketing types. They require fewer costs for production than, for example, a video and also provide an interesting change in your advertising. They are also very time-saving for the audience as one can listen to them while driving, cleaning, or doing some other chores that allow you to simultaneously focus on a podcast and the task itself. Ebooks and books. Whether online or physical, books are a great way to less obvious content marketing. They can contain a lot of efficient resources and allow a deeper dive into the content explaining things that are not treated in a blog. For example, a psychologist can publish a book about mental health, its importance, and how to care for it, which could result in a people seeking his therapy services after reading the book. It is also a good way of self-promotion as it gives you more credibility and professionalism when you can present yourself as the author of the book in a specific field. By publishing your book online, you increase its accessibility and also a great way for the company to gain information about its audience, such as their name and email address. Emails. The last one we list here is emails because they're kind of in the middle of verbal and interactive content marketing. When used as a form of sending news to other content that doesn't require the recipient to reply, emails are a simple verb content marketing type but with a lot of researches and predictable results. By asking people to subscribe to your company's newsletter, you can disseminate news about the company, share new posts on other types of social marketing, for example vlogs, etc. And since we are getting in the interactive marketing types, let us mention that emails are also a great way to communicate with potential buyers. It allows both parties enough time to form their messages, it doesn't require live confrontation, and for some people, written information is more reliable than a phone call. Now for the other interactive content marketing types. Social media. Probably the most popular today is social media, and therefore doesn't need a lot of explanation. Every time you check your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok or other social profile, you are bombarded with ads and influencers. It may be annoying at the times, but smart use of social media can increase your sales. Especially important is the impact of the influencers as people trust them and want to live the same life as them, use the same products, go to the same services and so on. If you don't feel like doing marketing on social media, maybe consider a collaboration with someone who does this for a living. Instant messengers. A relatively new thing, instant messengers are becoming popular on content and other marketing websites. They allow the potential buyer to quickly get information about the product or service while staying anonymous and not giving any personal information or ever subscribing to a newsletter. At the same time, such messengers can ask questions that gather more information about the potential buyer and encourage them to make the purchase. Videos or vlogs. Videos may not be the newest thing on the list, but they are still a very important and successful type of content marketing. Research shows that about 80% of people watch a video of the products before they purchase it. It's also proven that most people prefer a video instead of text when it comes to the product search. A good content video can last a long time as long as you pay attention to the keywords used in the title, description, text, etc. If you have a lot of content you want to film, you can also consider vlogging, which has also proven to be a popular type of content marketing. And if you want to go the extra mile, keep in mind the inclusivity. Adding subtitles can help people who have hearing problems. Infographics. Infographic is a content format that gives the viewer information quickly and objectively through visual resources. It normally contains just keywords and necessary text and rather focuses on images, vectors, graphics, or typography. They are great for raising awareness in the buyer's journey as they give you just enough information about the product or service to make the audience want to know about it more. Webinars. Another content marketing type that is gaining popularity are webinars. They are a great way to educate your audience while also forming relations with them. A webinar allows you an in-depth presentation on your product or service, which can result in more sales or new partnerships depending on the goal of the webinar. Web pages are also a type of content marketing that can combine a lot of other types of content marketing. This way, it is more of a tool for sharing your content and promoting it online and also gathering important information about your audience. For example, you can ask for some information in exchange for a discount code, additional content, or access to more information. This way, the web page is also an important source of contact for both your audience and you. Depending on what information you need, you can ask the audience to leave all kinds of information about them, from email addresses to taking little quizzes about their preferred product, services, and other relevant information that you can later use in your marketing. But for people to want and trust you with their personal information and contacts, you need to make sure your website stands the social proof of being a real and active site, includes references, has different and easy ways of leaving personal information, it is trustworthy.
Now let's take a second to think about those content marketing types and let all the new information sink in.
When you think about yourself, what type of content marketing do you find the most interesting and why? And the other way around, what type does not sound appealing to you at all? Why? Pause the video if needed.
Although your audience won't necessarily like the same type of content marketing as you do, it's still better, at least at the beginning, that you create a type of content that you also find attractive and interesting. This way, you will not only have more fun creating it, but you will also put more effort into it and have better ideas and knowledge about it.
Do not ignore the existing apps and tools that can be useful in content marketing. Do your research and consider using Canva, Grammarly, and other interesting tools or apps. Anything that can make your life and work easier should always be welcomed when doing content marketing. Let's look at some of them. BuzzSumo. Being creative is a must skill in the content marketing world, but even the best content creators can get stuck in some projects. This is where BuzzSumo can come in handy. It is a content marketing tool that helps creators by pointing out hot topics, tracking various platform metrics, monitoring their brand and industry, and discovering growth opportunities. It also keeps track of influencers and business partners and gives you advice on whom you could collaborate with. Grammarly. Spelling errors can ruin even the best content, so you should always do a second, third, and more checkup before posting anything. Grammarly is a tool that does a spell check and suggests a better use of words in your written text. It only works for English language, but translating your content to English has become a must if you want to expand your business outside of your country. Grammarly's basic features are free and are very easily accessible via Chrome. It also informs you about how your text might sound to your readers and suggests how to improve it. It also comes in handy when writing emails and other messages, as it helps you sound more professional and serious when discussing business. If you're writing in your local language, Microsoft's Office tools also offer similar features but without feedback. Airtable. This platform is a hybrid of storage and planning tools. Sure, you can store all the content in iCloud, Google Drive, and other similar platforms, but with lots of content, things can get messy real soon. Airtable can be used specifically for content marketing, as you can simultaneously create content, store it, and also organize the whole process of creating content and then the marketing process. Google Docs. Project marketing is rarely a one person job. So, when working in teams, you should think about using a shared document that all of you can access at any time and work on it. It will allow the whole team to have access to the shared document at any time or space, so you won't have to wait for someone to finish their work and send it to you. Instead, you can just look at what the others have done at any time, give them feedback, or even correct any possible mistakes. Sharing your documents is also a great way to avoid losing any content, as it can stay uploaded for as long as you want. Plus, it is a free feature from Google, so it doesn't cost you anything to try. Canva. Canva is one of the most popular tools when it comes to graphic design and creating marketing images. An attractive design is a must in the marketing world, so why not help yourself with tools that are created for it? Snippet. Another useful feature in Google is, for example, Snippet. This is an extra pop-up info box in your Google search that already contains some basics and crucial information about your company, products or services, and contacts, making the viewer's search a lot quicker and easier.
Let's do a quick exercise now.
Take your smart device, phone, laptop, tablet, or whatever, and try searching for 2 or 3 of those mentioned tools. Think about their functions and instructions. If you feel up for it, maybe even try using 1 or 2. Do you find any of them useful? If you think about your past project or work, can you think of an example when at least one of those tools could have been helpful to you?
As we finish this chapter, please keep in mind that content marketing is a very alive, all the time changing field, so do not limit yourself just to the ideas and types that we suggested in the lessons. Innovations are often key to success, so if you have any other ideas, go for them.
Now we will learn about the content marketing strategy. Before we dive into it, please take a few moments to imagine a business you own. It can be anything you wish, a product or a service, it doesn't matter. Please write it down, where your business is located, how many people are employed, how you sell your product or services, just a general idea. We will build on it in the following steps as we learn about the marketing strategy.